All right, let's just jump right into the Islanders, the New York Islanders versus the Carolina Hurricanes in the NHL 2023 Stanley Cup playoffs in the first round of the Eastern Conference. So let's just jump right into the New York Islanders. So I just wanted to start with some of the injuries that we see because these are important when we're going over stats as well. Mark Barzal has been out since February 20th, but it's expected to come back for the first game of the playoffs. Alexander Romanov as well as Wallstrom out. So that takes 2 hits to your defensive core, which the Islanders are very well known for. So if we can we'll jump right down to their stats now. As you can see, so you have Brock Nelson doing a phenomenal job, 36 goals this year, 75 points. Not a point per game player, but playing very, very well. So I'm excited for this. But mind you, the defensive style, the Islanders do not play a super offensive style. They're not your Capitals, they're not your Rangers type style. They play a very defensive style. So the points are definitely going to be lacking on this. But you can see that there are still some production. 49 points in 78 games by a defenseman for Noah Dobson. That's phenomenal. Anders Lee always putting out, even at his older age of 32, still very impressive. Zach Parise being bought out, being brought in as a free agent. So there is some production here, but again, your main focus is to shut down these people, score a couple goals, and then you rely on your goalie and just get him easy shots. So I want to move down. You have the shutdown line too of Cal Clutterbuck, Matt Martin, and who's the other one? I always forget this one. Oh, I can't even think about it. There's a shutdown line though. So again, I Matt Martin, Clutterbuck. Why can I not think of it? Where's he at? Anyways, I'm excited for them. I'm excited for them to bring out this amazing goalie in Ilya Sorokin. Heck yeah, yes please, let's go. He's again a huge piece of this. So playing 62 games, started 31 wins, 22 losses. I mean, look at these numbers: .924, phenomenal save, 6 shutouts. This is the type of style that they're gonna smother you with. Again, Varlamov is less of a factor, but still playing well at a .913 and a 2.7 goals against average. Mind you, the league average right now is .899 in the league, which is lower than the usual .905. So it is good to see that they are both above average goalies. But again, you're going to be relying solely on Ilya Sorokin. So I don't see why you wouldn't just rely on him. And that's really going to be the key factor for the Islanders. He's the reason, in my opinion, why the Islanders are in this position currently, because they would not, in my opinion, make it to the playoffs if they had not been riding him so hard. So I'm excited for them to kind of ease their way into the playoffs, to say the least. I mean, they're in the playoffs, but against the Carolina team is a lot hotter. I just don't see it being as much of a competition in this case. But let's jump over to those Carolina Hurricanes that we're talking about. So a couple big ones. So this is very big. Islanders had Barzal out at one point, but right now Jake Gardiner has been out he's been out since last year or since earlier this year. That is not surprising. Andre Kosh has been out all year as well. Pacioretty's been out for a long time. He's been gone. So he is out until at least April 13th. So he might be coming back for the playoffs, which would be very exciting. Now, we do know Andrei Svechnikov is out. He did get knee surgery, so he will not be playing in the playoffs this year. So that is a huge hit to them. I mean, and we'll even show you how it is. Look at 55 points in 64 games. He is the 4th most points, and he hasn't played since February or since March. So that just shows you the factor that this guy is. So, but you do have huge point getters in Martin Necas, phenomenal player. Sebastian Aho, again, 67 points in 75 games, playing against his countryman Sebastian Aho of the Islanders. He's a defenseman. And it cracks me up that there's 2 Sebastian Ahos in the league. It's just like they feel like really unique names because I'm American, right? But it's probably like John Smith and John Smith playing against each other in America. So like it's probably honestly not that big of a deal. So of course Kotkaniemi, who they picked up as well from the not the buyout. What did they pick up? It's that really cool thing where you can offer sheet. You can offer sheet at Montreal for Kotkaniemi, which I thought was so great. Seth Jarvis, of course, playing very well as well. Again, problem is similar to the Islanders. They're also going to play a pretty boring style comparatively, right? But they do put up more points. Brent Burns, look at the 61 points in 82 games, and then bringing Pacioretty back will be huge. He's definitely a point. He's usually a point per game type player. It will take him in a minute to get back, but they also have one of the best defensive defensemen in Jacob Slavin, 22 points, 27 points in 76 games. But you're going to be relying so much less. I mean, you're going to be relying on your players to put up points. I think they are better goal scorers, in my opinion, than the New York Islanders. But you're going to be relying more on that defensive mindset and their goalies, right? So you're looking at Frederick Anderson, 21 wins, 11 losses, 1 tie, .903, so slightly above the average goals save percentage in the league. My apologies. It is late. I'm recording all these for the second time, so thank you for your patience. So, and then you have Antti Raanta with 19 wins, 3 losses, 3 ties. So to me, they have they're similar age, played a similar amount of games. I think in this case, because look, there's 8. Antti Raanta has 8. There's 8 losses difference, and there is games played. There's 8 less. So there's 7. So to me, I think Antti Raanta is maybe your guy to go to. He just has better numbers, and the guys seem to be playing better in front of them, and he has 4 shutouts. So, unless you want to go with the rookie Pyotr Kochekov, Kuchi. They call him Kuchi. So I think he's going to be your goalie next year. So I don't know if you want to rely on him yet. You don't want to wreck his confidence. But I think you ride Raanta with Kochekov as the backup. But I don't think you go Freddie Anderson. I mean, and ask anyone from Toronto, they say, hey, don't go Freddie Anderson. So again, in my opinion, I think I have the Carolina Hurricanes taking this one. I have Carolina Hurricanes taking this in 7. I think it's going to be, again, a very defensive series. I think that Sorokin's going to keep the Islanders in it for a lot longer than you'd want him to, but he is going to keep them in there. So that is my opinion. What are your thoughts on that? I want to know, and hit like, subscribe, and love you.